What is up, guys? Lazy Tony Vapes here, and it has been a while. I don't remember the last thing. What was the last thing that we looked at? Was it the strawberry thing from Reds? Was it? I think it was. In all honesty, it's been a minute. A lot of things are happening. Obviously, also we have fires everywhere here in Northern California. It's a thing. But I just want to say thank you very much for your patience. I hope all of you guys are doing well, and thanks for coming back to check out some content from your favorite neighborhood Tony. That's a text message. So today we're gonna talk disposables, and if you haven't seen them, you aren't looking well enough. I mean, these guys are pretty much everywhere. And the reason why I want to talk about disposables was really just to kind of talk about the differences of disposables that you can get out there. So we're gonna look at 3 examples of your standard disposable, your extra large disposable, and then like the more customizable disposable that has some extra oomph, and it has nothing to do with the flavor. It's just something else in the actual unit that is very unique to this particular product. But other products also have similar functionality. So we'll take a look at them. So first up, we're gonna look at this Fog X. This is white grape ice, according to my sponsors at Central Cloud Vapors in Daly City, California. The white grape ice is one of the most popular flavors from Fog X. I personally haven't tried it myself, but packaging is pretty standard for these disposables. So but what I want to get into was the actual unit itself. As it says, oh, that green screens it out. All right, we'll go to the B-roll camera. Go shoot to the B-roll camera now. This is the white grape ice. Has 5% of nicotine, nic salt, and this one is rated to have a lifespan of about 300 puffs. Now, I say about because everybody's going to puff differently. You can do a long inhale or a very, very short inhale. I'm kind of in the middle personally. Let's just give this a shot. Ooh, pretty smooth. At the bottom here, you'll notice that there's a blue LED. That blue LED will flash when the battery itself runs out. But what do you do if the battery runs out, but there's still more e-liquid? Like, I don't know how you would know, but you just know. There's nothing you can do. There's literally nothing you can. You just gotta toss it. You just gotta literally dispose of it and then figure out. And hopefully, I mean, with these, honestly, I stopped vaping these because, and I'm gonna like not have it in the because of the green screen. I stopped vaping the small bars. Can I do this? No, it doesn't work. I stopped vaping the small bars only because it only lasted me like a day. So for what? $7.99 a day or $8.99 a day. It all depends on where you're buying your bars. Like that fiscally was a problem. Okay, so personally, for around 300 puffs, this was not worth it. Next up, we got the Hype Ultra. This is the cola ice, and why I wanted to look at this was kind of a twofold. This has a lot of packaging. Okay, I get it. It's like from a marketing standpoint, this is really nice looking, but it's just a lot of waste, which is unfortunate. The vape industry already has a stigma, and so I mean, when I see things like this, I kind of cringe, only because I would hope that they would have something a little bit more simpler, just so we're not being thrown into a group of people that don't also care about the environment. I personally care very much about the environment. I try to do my best as much as possible, but this packaging like this does not help. Oh, and it's really difficult to open. Remind me never to get another ultra hype like this is, or hype ultra, whatever. Just remind me. This is terrible. This was terrible. Okay, we finally got all of it off. Yeah, so this is the larger kind. So this one is the max, the XL. There's also like from Wave, for example. Oh, this is not gonna come up in the green screen. Okay, we'll go to B-roll again. There's also the Wave bars that are XL. Those Wave bars are rated up to, I believe it's 1600 puffs. So you go from 300 puffs to 1600 puffs, and obviously there's going to be a little bit higher cost in these, but in my opinion, much more valuable. The only problem with these is they do tend to be quite thick, but the nice thing about the Hype Ultra is that it's short. It's relatively shorter than your other standard XL bar, or if you want to call it that. The circumference also is a little bit smaller on the Hype Ultra, but I wanted to bring this up only not because it's Hype Ultra, but because of the just kind of showing the difference. If you wanted something about the same size physically, Hype Ultra is going to give you that comparative to the standard bar. And with the Hype Ultra, the mouthpiece, if you will, is just a small circle. The one thing I do like about the Wave bars, it's a slit. And then at the bottom there, you saw the little red LED. Pretty much the same idea. This one's rated, like I said, it's rated up to, I think, 1600 puffs. So again, I don't think that you would have a battery issue, but if you do, if your battery dies before your juice goes and dissipates forever, and there's nothing that you can do. And I keep pointing that out only because there is one solution from one company, and we'll get to that. We will get to that. Okay, last but not least, we've got the Easy AF Passion Fruit bar. So this one is rated up to 1500 puffs, has a battery of 850 milliamp hours, and same 5% nicotine. So this is passion fruit. So if we put it again side by side to the other XL bars, it's about the same size as the Wave, definitely bigger than the Hype Ultra, but it also has the little hole, not the slit like the Wave bar has. It definitely is heavier. Okay, this one is definitely heavier. You might say it's made a little bit better. Now, why would you need that? Well, down here at the bottom, this little brass ring here, this actually will allow you to control airflow. Yeah, remember airflow and the controlling capabilities of airflow? I mean, that's something that you had in your RDA and your RTA, and some of you wanted more, some of you wanted less. And these other bars didn't give you that capability. I mean, you had a little bit of it if you chose between like a slit or a small hole. But this kind of gives you the best of both worlds in that you do have that option to have more airflow or less airflow. So let's take a look at that. That's with more airflow. And then with less airflow, let's just close it up. What happens if I close it all the way? Oh, I close it all the way. Yeah, okay, shut up. It's obvious. And then just a tiny little airflow. First off, flavor-wise, I could dig it. I'm okay with the passion fruit. I like the different tropical kind of vapes that are out there. But having the ability to control airflow, I personally didn't think it was such a big deal. Now, I did end up buying, I think it was, well, I know Puff Bar, they have their own version of that. And I'll put a picture of it right here. Yeah, they have their own version of their controllable airflow disposable unit. And I don't think everybody needs that. It's a nice to have. It definitely is a nice to have, but it is more expensive. I believe MSRP, they do tend to be about $10 more than your standard XL bar. So do you really want to spend an extra $10 for airflow control? Maybe, maybe not. But for me personally, airflow is nice. Don't really need it. I really don't need it. But again, if this battery dies before you run out of e-liquid, you are out of luck. Okay? It's just one of those things. So what's a boy to do? Well, I buried the lead because there is actually a company out there that has a solution. I'm going to do a full review of this, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from Steam Engine, this is the Vape Monster. Oh God, it does because it's blue and the green. So the Steam Engine Vape Monster, what makes this thing so unique is that it actually has a rechargeable battery. What? How do you do that like that? The unit itself has a micro USB port in the side of it, so if you need more battery and you haven't run out of e-liquid, you can actually charge the battery. That's awesome. Now, I don't know, like as long as I've been puffing, vaping on these disposables, when the battery goes out, you know, like you can definitely tell, like, well, there's no more e-liquid anyways, so it's fine. Like you can tell the difference. But there are some times where you have no more battery and you take that one last puff and the hit is the same as it was when you first opened it up. So you know that there's still more e-liquid in there. This alleviates that problem, so it's pretty cool. Again, I'm gonna do a full review of it over the course of a week and a half, because I want to see how long the battery is, because the 850 milliamp hour batteries that tend to come in the XLs last me about a week. So by the end of 7 days, I should have to use the micro USB port on this, and then we'll see how much longer I get out of it. Also, how much longer of juice usage I get out of it. So none of these are replaceable juices. Like when you're done, you're done. You toss them away, you throw them away. That's pretty much it for right now, guys. If you have any questions or comments related to the different variants of disposables, and again, this had nothing to do with the brands, but thank you very much for the brands for letting me test out your flavors. But it all had to do with the difference between bar to XL to standard XL to airflow to rechargeable battery. That's what this video was all about. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you guys want, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so you know when I upload the next video, especially on the Steam engine. Also, if you guys are into gaming, gaming is a thing, right? So if you're into gaming, go check me out on twitch.tv/LazyTechTony. Also, I have a Discord. I'll link that in the description down below. And if you have any other questions or comments, please leave that in the comment section down below. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.